Live.
Well, we've got a fine evening on the way, but south of here there are some scattered storms in southern Indiana. Well, what's this mean for us? This is a warm front, or more of a dew point front. Along and south of that boundary, it's very muggy. North of it, it gets dry very quickly. It's almost desert dryness up in our area. This boundary will shift northward tonight, so it will get muggy with time, and then the severe weather to our northwest will kind of ride along that boundary. All these supercells, actually we've got one large tornado on the ground here in Nebraska. This will be a long track tornado and another tornado warning in Iowa. This is all going to congeal into a line of severe storms that'll race along the warm front through Illinois, may bring some damaging wind gusts to at least part of the area tomorrow morning, and then more storms tomorrow afternoon. And it's right along that warm front where you can enhance the wind shear. So we've also got to talk about perhaps a couple of tornadoes in the viewing area. First of all, let's focus on the line of storms that will come through tomorrow morning, generally between about 7 and 10 a.m. Now, they will be in a weakening trend, but I think the western half of the viewing area could get a couple swaths of strong to severe wind gusts. And then midday onward, afternoon, as late as early evening, more storms, wind, hail. And again, can't rule out a couple of tornadoes, especially with that warm front in the area, and locally heavy rainfall of an inch to as much as 2.5 to 3 inches in places. So tonight, after lows in the 60s and then rising to 70, we'll be 70 tomorrow at Rochester, but 80 Lafayette, 86 Covington. You can see kind of where that warm front is setting up in the viewing area. And then Thursday we're fine, mostly sunny, breezy to windy, comfortable, 72 to 76 for your high. Increasing clouds tonight, that's 3:30 in the morning. And then notice around 5:30, 6 a.m., this is the boundary. We could even pop a storm or two on that boundary. And here comes the line of storms. This is 6:24, storms still west of here. And then they start coming into the viewing area as we get around 7 a.m. And this will have damaging winds with it, straight line winds. And then it will be likely in the Lafayette, West Lafayette area, 7:15, 7:30. A weakening trend as it moves eastward. This is closer to 8 o'clock. And finally, by 9, 10 o'clock, it's out of here. But notice even around noon, we may have the sun out, getting warm and unstable here, but the warm front's going to be about like that. Still some storms in our northern counties producing some large hail. And notice how we get several rounds of scattered storms through the afternoon. This will be the last of it towards late afternoon and evening, and we'll see the severe weather threat wind down. So tomorrow morning, Rensselaer, Lafayette, westward, a wind threat. And then for tomorrow itself, severe weather threat over most of the viewing area. 7-day forecast, though, it cools off nicely. 74 Thursday, 50 Friday morning, then more storms Sunday and more storms on Tuesday as we get into a pretty active, typical early to mid-June weather pattern.
And you said some folks could get a couple of inches of rain tomorrow, right?
Yeah, these storms could train a little bit, so I think places that are dry now could have ponding water by tomorrow evening.